So the CDC's website has just changed to reflect anti-vax info that doesn't rule out a link between vaccines and autism, even though a massive amount of research in the past has not ever linked the two together. New bullet points claim the statement, "Vaccines do not cause autism," is not evidence-based, even though extensive research shows no link, according to the Autism Science Foundation. The revised page also suggests that studies finding a link were ignored by authorities, despite the fact that such studies have been debunked as fraudulent or poorly conducted. One of the CDC's science directors, Dr. Dimitri Daskalakis, resigned as director of the CDC Immunization Center and said that the site update is a national embarrassment. So remember recently we had Operation Warp Speed that Donald Trump himself started that gave us the COVID vaccine in very late 2020, early 2021. In the last 100 years or so, we've had smallpox, polio, measles, tetanus, tuberculosis, the flu, hepatitis B, and many other vaccines. These have been overwhelmingly positive for society. The reason there's skepticism, this is from Johns Hopkins, is that there was a bad study in 1998 that said that there could be a link because 12 kids who received the measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine later developed autism. The study was later retracted, and several large studies since have shown no link whatsoever between vaccines and autism. One of the bigger anti-vax claims in the last few years is that the COVID-19 vaccine causes myocarditis, which is inflammation of your heart muscle. The claim is that vaccines cause myocarditis. A conclusion of this study about myocarditis from COVID versus getting the COVID vaccine found that there's much higher chance that you get myocarditis from COVID itself, if you get sick with COVID-19, than if you were to get myocarditis from the vaccine. The polio vaccine has been so effective that there were only 33 annual cases in 2018 compared to 350,000 in 1988. So 30 years later, it went down from 350,000 polio cases annually to 33. That's an enormous improvement, almost all due to large vaccination programs. For measles, there were 2 million deaths and 30 million cases estimated to occur annually around the world. When the rate of vaccination within a population is greater than 92%, measles outbreaks typically no longer occur. In just the US alone, there were 3 to 4 million people that got sick before 1963 when the measles vaccine was available. This led to 500 deaths per year. Because of vaccinations, measles was declared eliminated from the US in the year 2000. So you see here that because of recent vaccine skepticism, measles has had its highest case count since 2000. There have been more than 1,600 cases of measles reported in 2025. One of the biggest issues with this administration, with this president, is that he does not care about data, does not care about science. If you remember, he had a call with Bob Woodward at the start of COVID where he seems to acknowledge the seriousness of the situation, but then publicly plays it off as if it's no big deal. Again, kind of confusing. You're the one that started Operation Warp Speed. You come up with a successful COVID vaccine, and then many of your own supporters don't even believe that they should take it. I don't know why Trump doesn't get much blame for that, but there you go. Anyway, not sure how this is going to play out. A little worrisome with RFK Jr. at the helm, trying to control public health in the United States.